I think there's a fault. There is no ways.
That's
You got a problem.
What about that?
Hey, don't talk loud when you're going to finish the electricity.
Because you know what just happened? Sorry, Anele's having a little panic attack.
Help!
What has worked?
Help!
Anele and the club.
On 947.
I'm under attack.
By whom? Sorry, that sounded so official.
My family and I are under attack. The weapons of mass destruction have reached our family house. Okay.
Okay.
A bit hyperbolic, but okay.
And this attack is in the form of the electricity bill. It can't be normal. The electricity bill has been sent to destroy me specifically. Okay.
Okay, so wait, hang on. Firstly, how do you receive this bill?
It's in the, because remember we moved houses. The last house had it was the people from the city of Joburg who tell you how much electricity.
Okay,
it was.
okay.
This one has got a meter, but guys, even with the meter, okay.
Are you on prepaid?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But I'm sorry, dude. At this rate, we're all just working for electricity.
When it's on.
Welcome to the club.
All the money we are making as a unit in the family is, even Alak is pulling his weight. Even that kid is working.
He's watching cars to make electricity bills.
Literally, every cent is going towards electricity. Surely there is a way for me to get somebody to come into the house to. I think there's a fault. There is no ways.
How long have you been at this new place?
We're going on a month.
And the bill is already weird.
Yeah, we've already dude, even Florence, everyone's already putting in a little bit every now and then. You have to, hey guys, everybody must pull their weight now. Hey, it's tough.
But it's winter, so I mean, do you have underfloor heating?
We do, but we don't ever switch it on because you can't afford that.
Do you have those electric fin heaters?
No, we everything is gas.
Do you have an electric blanket?
One. Just for Alake, and we switch it on for an hour before he sleeps, and as he gets into bed, we switch it off.
How much cooking are you doing? Do you have an electric stove?
Yes. But I mean, a stove is a stove, guys.
How many geezers in the house?
I think 2.
Are they on all the time?
No. We're doing that switching off thing.
And are you boiling the kettle more than normal to have tea or coffee?
No, we're not tea drinkers.
That's
You got a problem.
What about the other people in your household? How are they using electricity?
Sparingly.
Perhaps when you're not around.
No, sparingly. Guys, I've become my dad. Remember I told you guys that my dad, there's a chandelier in our family house.
Yes.
And if that chandelier is on, my dad has a meltdown because he's like, yay! Are there visitors? We can only put the chandelier on when there's visitors.
You're walking around the house switching off
I'm
all the
switching
lights all the
off
time.
everything. And if I see more than 3 lights on, I assume there's a visitor. And you want to be able to see your friend in the dark.
And everyone, there's a charging hour between 4 and 5. If you miss it, you'll charge tomorrow.
Yes, but guys, surely there's somebody who can come and see what's going on.
Like an electrician?
Oh, is that what they do? Do they have a system where they come and they plug something in and they can see how much?
They can meter the house and they can see where the power is being drawn the
But
most.
will it be able to translate into them seeing how many of those? Because you know when you put money into the meter thing,
The units.
Yes, the units. Then a number comes up, and that number comes up, and it's so hopeful. It almost goes 3 trillion. You
And
just
it
see lots of
flashes
numbers.
first.
You're like, oh, I'm going to be lit until the Olympics, baba. And then the next thing, a week later, the electricity is gone. There's something we're doing that sometimes you may not think, like yesterday Cindy said, Anele, maybe you guys have got your cell phone chargers just plugged in and they're not charging anything. I'm just looking for those tricks. Like, what are you doing? Like something that you know that actually pulls a lot of electricity, but other people are none the wiser around it.
At school holidays, my grandmother always said the kids must go play outside. Turn off the TV, turn off the radio. Turn everything off.
Dude, even when people talk loud in the house, I'm like, hey, don't talk loud when you're going to finish the electricity. Help!
What has worked?
Help! Dude, it's the 25th. Oh, we're getting paid today. By midday, my salary is gone. For electricity. Guys, I'm also someone's child. No, I'm also someone's child.
Yo, Anele, I can relate. Usually we pay 1,000 rand for electricity, but now since it's winter, we're paying almost 2,000 rand.
Our electricity a month 3,800 rand.
Ah,
I feel heard by Anele.
I don't think it's you, Anele. It's just the prepaid metering system. I don't know what's wrong with that thing.
So what I do is when you open any kind of tap, always open the cold tap. Because if you open the hot tap, it will take water out of the geyser, and then the geyser will have to boil again.
ah. No, explain that to me.
Well, the geyser is like think of it like a kettle.
Okay.
So if you pour out of the kettle and you warm it up, you're going to have to constantly warm it up. So that's what's happening.
That's
If you
why
open
people switch it off.
Yeah, if you open the hot water, it takes a little bit of water out of the geyser, but the geyser has to...
Then switches on and
it's
starts.
got to make sure that it's warm.
Because remember, it's constantly being filled with cold water.
Yeah.
But it needs to warm.
Yes. It's also like it's also what happens even if you don't use the hot water during the day. That's why people switch off the geysers.
Yeah.
Because it's constantly trying to make sure that it's at a certain
But
temperature.
that switching off on and off with the geyser, doesn't that like put pressure on the geyser and then the geyser bursts?
I'm not a geyser expert.
Oh, okay.
Really? Could have fooled me.
Yo, he was swimmingly along until he hit a brick wall. Lynn, good morning.
Morning, Anele in the club. Lynn from Benoni. How are you?
We're great, Lynn from Benoni. Anele from Distressed. Talk to us.
My love, I think you've just been in your new house for a month. Just check with neighbours or your municipality what tariff rate you're on. If you're on a higher tariff rate, you could be paying more per unit than somebody that's on a lower tariff rate. So your money's getting chewed up quicker for less units.
No, but hang on a second. So is the tariff different depending on where you stay?
So how do I get a lower tariff?
You moved to a cheaper place.
No, I think it's based on historical usage.
Oh.
And because if you use lots more, they make you pay more so that it kind of encourages you to use less.
Yeah. I
So
remember
if you're
this.
on a rate A, it could be higher than a rate C, for argument's sake. So you need to check with your municipality, give your earth number or your unit number, your meter number, let them check what rate you're on, because maybe you're on a higher rate. So it's gobbling up for double the expense.
You know what it is? Are your neighbors around you maybe using a lot of electricity, push you into a higher? Is that how it works?
That's why they didn't come greet.
Because that neighbor, at your house the other night, I drove past and there was a neighbor across the road. All the lights are on there.
Yeah, because they've got a fancy house.
They had
so you have to see all the artwork.
Exactly.
So you think they've wired, like...
They're stealing from you.
They're bridging electricity from my house to their house.
But the thing is, you don't realize how much you use on a daily basis, and you also don't realize how much you could save by doing silly things.
And also, yes, I cook, but I've got one of those, I don't know if you've ever been to like a big event where they've got like those makeshift gas things.
Stoves out.
Stoves
Yeah.
I got at Builder's Warehouse.
Right,
It's
yes. Like a portable one.
Yes, so it's because that cooks quicker for
Yes.
me. So most of the time since we moved into this house, I've been using that. So it can't be the stove. Something is going on somewhere that is literally sucking me dry of electricity. And I'm tired. I'm tired.
Because you know what just happened? Sorry, Anele's having a little panic attack. Because what just happened is she realized her bill could be 15,000 this month. You're starting to cry, dude. You're tearing up.
Guys. Yeah. I should be able to call someone, like, let's say there was a ghost, and I call Ghostbusters. Everyone, like, I just need to call Electricity Busters. Surely there's somebody who's offering that service.
I'm sure there's people
somebody
in the
who can
city
come in
doing
and
that.
see if there's something. Look, if somebody can come in and just tell me that there's nothing dubious going on, I'll take that on the chin and start a campfire. Okay.
And buy a lot of candles.
Yeah, but I just need to know that there's nothing weird going on. Tali, good morning. Welcome to Anele in the club.
Good morning, Anele in the club. How are you?
Morning.
Under distress, under attack. Like
I hear so.
my body's tensing up a bit.
Why do you sound so smug, Tali?
I run an electrical company. So in Anele's words, you can say we're your electricity ghostbusters.
Yes.
And one of our things I actually advertise is let us come in, let us inspect your electricity, let us see if you are doing everything you can to lower your cost of electricity. For example, changing your existing lights to LED lighting, perhaps installing a geyser time switch. Perhaps if you've got security lights on throughout the night, using a solar LED light.
So wait, do you guys move in with us for a week? Is it one of those setups where like, now we're roommates for a week?
We are so good that we will take an hour. You won't need us for a week.
Okay.
And Tali, quick question about the geyser thing there. A few people have now said that you shouldn't switch it on and off, but you're saying that switching it on or off does save. Does it actually save electricity?
Switching on and off your geyser does absolutely no harm to the geyser itself. However, constantly turning your circuit breaker, the actual circuit breaker up and down, could obviously over a period of time, you'll need to replace it.
So then
suggest
a
installing
timer.
a geyser timer.
And then how much do you save if you've got a timer?
I don't have the exact figures on me.
Okay.
But you definitely do save.
I suppose it's different from house to house as well.
It would be,
isn't it?
Exactly. Exactly. Depending on what time you're going to set your timer for, etc. We can also install a timer where you actually control it from your cell phone. Which is great.
The power.
Yeah.
Yeah, cell phone is charged. But now wait, Tali, if I call you and your dad to my house, you guys are not going to just like, now you know where I live, then randomly on a Sunday, you guys are like, hey, we're in the neighborhood.
Never. You have my word.
What is the, Tali, do people like, I mean, if you've got cell phone chargers, because I know that house has a lot of cell phones, cell phone chargers, are they eating a lot of battery electricity when you're not charging?
No. I mean, as soon as your module on your plug is on and you've got a charger in it, it is drawing power. But until you plug something into that charger.
It's little. Okay.
Yeah, very little. You're looking at your globes in your house and your geyser and as well as your kettle. Your kettle draws the same amount of electricity as a geyser.
And
so what you ideally want to do is boil your kettle and put it in an urn or a flask.
And a pool pump? Does a pool pump use a lot of electricity?
Absolutely, and that's why we recommend putting in a time switch for your pool pump as well.
Is that pool pump running?
Yeah, it is running. It's running.
All the time?
Yeah, it should not run all the time. Definitely not.
and Tali, my bad mood, is that drawing electricity? How's that? Listen, lady.
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
No, don't worry about it. I'm going to call you, ne? I'm going to call you.
Amazing.
I need your services. Thank you so much for calling in.
So there are people who can do this for you, who can check your electricity. If you just feel like it's wild.
Yeah, and you know what? When Tali comes to my house and she checks everything, I'm going to come back and I'm going to report back to the city.
Tell us if it's worked.
And tell you guys if it was my fault or not. I think it is.
I think it's your fault. I'm pretty sure.
There's something weird doing.
Something's happening.
I know.
Anele and the club
On 947.